Alright, I have this Cub Cadet GT 3000. Won't start. It starts off starting fluid. So I'm going to be showing you today how to take the carburetor off and clean it, which carburetor is right underneath this air breather. Alright. Another way to check, you can take this line off here and crank it over, see if you pump gas out. If it pumps gas out, you're good. You got your fuel pump is working. I wouldn't try to start it because obviously after that you'll have gas laying around and then you'll start a fire. But I already checked that. It's got good gas going to the carburetor, so I might have to clean the carburetor because even on a full choke it don't even want to start. Like I said, it starts off starting fluid, which obviously you seen what I was doing. I was taking the air breather cover off. It's just that. And take your wing nut off, pull that off. Now I want to take them off, which that's 5/16 bolts. I'm going to put the choke all the way on so these bolts don't fall down in the carburetor. So I'm going to take them off. There should be 3. And then that part will come off. And then this rubber hose just slides down and through. And then that plate just comes off. Now this is the carburetor right here. And as you see, the carburetor is sitting on top of the motor. Collects everything. So I'm going to cover this over with something. And I'm going to blow all that dirt off before I take that carburetor off. Alright, before you blow this out, make sure you wear safety glasses, because you don't want that stuff blowing in your eyes. So I'm going to just cover that with a piece of paper towel. We're going to blow this all off. Alright, and you definitely want to blow that off because you don't want none of that none of that dirt stuff going inside your engine. Alright, down here, there's a bolt here and a bolt here that should be holding the carburetor on. So go ahead and take them off. They're 15/16 bolts. One on this side. And see, there's only 2 bolts to hold that carburetor on. You can see it lifting up. We're going to head and take that gas line off so it's up and out of our way. And you want to put a twist onto it to break the seal on the rubber. And usually come off pretty easy. Sometimes difficult, depending on what it is. Alright, next thing is there's this wire right here. Let's see. Oh yeah, hang on. Alright, there's a wire right there, like I was saying. I wanted to put more lighting to the subject. It should just pull apart. So you want to make sure you get that off. Now we're going to work on getting the choke and throttle off. It's okay. Let's see if the camera's in the right spot to show you on the governor rod. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. There's a little plastic deal right here. You don't want to lose, which just clips onto your governor rod, so you can just pull that back and the governor rod should come straight up and out. just like that. Don't forget your spring, and do not lose these. These are very expensive. So we're gonna set that on this breather so I don't lose it. So I need that put back on. Now we have to get the choke off. Well, I thought this choke was gonna be a little easier than this, but you gotta play around with it. There it goes. As you see, you gotta just follow everything. It comes right off and out. It's kind of a dirty carburetor. Now we're gonna take it to the other side and clean it. And see, this is why I said blow it off before you take anything apart. Because then, you see there's still dirt right here, which ain't gonna fall down in there. You don't want nothing getting down in that motor. Alright, to see what I'm trying to do, to see what you're gonna be doing, go ahead and clean your carburetor up with carb cleaner, whatever you got to help clean the outside. You don't want none of this dirt really getting in there neither, so alright. Wipe off my counter. As you see, it's still pretty dirty. Alright, we'll need a Phillips to take this top off right here. Alright, so make sure you get all these without stripping them loosened up. I had to use my Phillips impact driver deal that you hit and it knocks them loose. All it wanted to do was strip. So however you need to. I don't like showing that in videos because if someone else, if you decide wanting to do that and you break something, then you would be all mad at me. So do it the way you need to get it fixed, you know, to get your stuff off the carburetor. So we're going to have to take that off. Oh yeah, she's nasty inside. So we're going to go ahead and blow everything out through the jets. Whatever you do, wear gloves, eye protection. You don't want to be getting this stuff in your eyes. And there's this one that runs in there. Like I said, watch your eyes. You see how it shoots back towards me? You don't want to be getting this stuff in your eyes. Jet fell out, so we're going to head and lay that out, spray it really good. Look through all your holes, make sure you see all the way through or nothing's plugged. Alright, now we're on this lower half. We're going to head and this like the bowl. I'm going to spray out that really good. Then we're going to spray through every hole again. which we want to make sure everything's like freed up, cleaned. There's nothing in it. Okay. All right. Like I said, and then I don't, this end I don't mess with. That's all that is a plunger. It shouldn't be plugged. There shouldn't be nothing in it. You know, if you want to dig into it, you can. I don't. I'm gonna make sure all this is really clean. Remember, don't lose these can fall out, which this one did, so make sure you don't lose them. So we're gonna go ahead and get them all we're gonna go ahead and put this all back together. Gotta line everything up. Just like that. Get your bolts put back in. Make sure you get all your bolts started, screws, before you tighten them all down. You may have to move things a little bit to get it to start. All right. Now we're ready to put it back on. All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get the choke and all that put back on. And while you're there, you know, you can go ahead and clean up some stuff if you want. Just make sure you don't get no dirt and stuff inside the motor. That wouldn't be very healthy for it. All right, now we're gonna head and get our choke put back on. But you gotta line everything up and make sure it all works right. Make sure your gasket stays in the spot where it's supposed to. Line everything up. Alright, that little plastic piece, we want to get that put back on. It's a plastic bushing for the governor rod. But you got to push down on the governor rod. Like that, and then it snaps in place. Then don't forget your little spring that goes in the next hole over. As you can see, it's kind of hard to, you know, that small of an item, it's kind of hard to show. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get the bolts put back on, which is your longer ones. You may have to move the carburetor around a little bit. Make sure you get them both started before you tighten anything down. And they seem to be started. Check check everything out before you tighten everything down. Make sure, everything works right, which it does. So we're going to go ahead and tighten that carburetor down. Alright, that's tightened down now. We're going to head and get our wire hook back up here. We're going to hook our gas line up. Put the clamp back on your gas line. All right, before I put everything on, I'm going to test it and make sure that it's going to start. And it does, so I know I got it cleaned right. So now go ahead and put everything back on. It just makes it easier if it didn't start right. Then you take it back apart and clean it. I've learned that's the best way to do it because there's a lot of parts that you got to put back on. Now we're going to get our metal plate. Your little vacuum hose go in between, or in this hole. Kind of got to pull it through. Make sure your gas line goes in between this little groove here, so you're not pinching your gas line, then you ain't getting no gas. Then this little metal bracket that holds your air filter on, we'll have to bring that back through there, through that hole. We're going to go ahead and tighten them down. Alright, the electric wire, yeah, I put that on already. So we're going to go ahead and get our air filter put on. Shake off the dirt that blowed around onto it. Get that put back on. And then that, you just got to play around with it, do it, line up with that bolt. And there you go. Now it's back to running. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.